Good morning, everybody. I hope you enjoyed drawing a cake with me yesterday. I know your artwork turned out beautiful. And if you still want a little bit more practice today, we're going to take what we learned in the video yesterday from the drawing of the cake inspired by Wayne Thiebaud. We're going to take that knowledge and we're going to add it to a little bit more drawing knowledge today. We're going to challenge ourselves with a slice of cake or pie, similar to this Wayne Thiebaud painting. I have my example here. Maybe even challenge ourselves with multiple cakes on a paper. I have my example here. It's not colored. And then even better, challenging ourselves with a layered cake, different tiers on top of each other in a realistic way. So those are some of my ideas today. I'm going to show you how to draw them, show you a few coloring skills, and then I'm going to set you free and let you make your own unique creations. Today we are going to use pastel. If you do not have pastel, that is okay. Just like yesterday, you can use crayon for this project on white paper, okay? Just like pastel, you can still add value, shadows, and highlights with crayon. So if you don't have pastels, it is okay. All right, we are going to not need a pencil today. We're going to draw in white because you are going to be brave and draw in white. White pastel is very easy to cover up on black paper. The reason why I'm choosing black is to show a lot of contrast on our drawing. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to draw a slice of cake. Okay, so imagine you drew a beautiful cake yesterday with a slice cut out of it. Where's the other slice? Let's draw it. Okay, so let's start in the middle. We want our slice to be nice and big. The bigger it is, the easier it will be to color and make it more detailed. Okay, so we're gonna draw a letter V, but it's gonna be slanted. It's gonna be diagonal sideways. So I'm gonna start by putting my pastel in the middle, okay? And then I'm gonna scoot over a little bit and down, make a little dot. So if this is the middle of my paper, it's over and down a little bit, okay? From there, I'm gonna draw a sideways V. This is so it looks like the cake slice is going into the background. Now, cake is round, most cakes are round. The cake we drew is round. So I'm gonna draw a curve for the edge of the cake. A line that goes down, but not all the way, so we can save room for the plate. And another line that goes down, but not all the way. These two lines should be similar in length. From there, I'm gonna draw a diagonal line here to make the bottom of the cake. Look at that, so easy, right? Now I'm gonna draw an oval for the plate. Remember, you don't want the oval going on top of the cake. Maybe you want some rows that show icing. Maybe you want to show some piped icing here. Yum. Sprinkle details, candle details, all that can come later. So now I'm gonna draw my table. My table's a little bit crooked, so I'm gonna draw another line. Just like I said earlier, pastel is very easy to cover up, so that'll be covered up when we color it in. And there's my table. Yay, how easy was that, right? So how do you turn this into, oops, sorry, hit the camera. How do you turn this into something like this? It's actually very easy. If you just remember when coloring with pastels, you have to press hard, and overlapping different colors together makes it more unique, okay? White is also your friend when you're using pastels. I'm using black paper because it really shows up. It really has a nice pop to it. So I'm not going to color everything with you today. I'm going to show you how to color the plate using shadows and highlights. And I'm going to show you how to blend some colors for the table. And then while I'm coloring, I'm going to tell you a little bit more information. So I'm going to do a blue plate. So I'm going to get a regular blue, light blue, and white. Now, if you don't have pastels, do your own thing with crayon. Maybe you want to paint it. That is totally fine. Go for it. All right, so I'm going to start with my blue. It's my base color. I'm pressing hard. Now, while I'm coloring this and while you're coloring this, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself and what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. My name's Rachel Walker. I'm Miss Walker at Lee Road School in Covington, Louisiana. I'm the art teacher there. I teach grades K through 8. And I started to make a video yesterday because I was missing my art classes. I was thinking that they were probably missing the opportunity to be a little bit creative and let loose as well, especially since we're all kind of stuck in our homes. So my thought was, let me make some short, quick videos of projects I could actually do with them in my classroom, but instead of my classroom, in their home, with them hearing my voice. Maybe they would feel comfort, some sense of normalcy. They're familiar with how I talk, how I give directions, how I teach. So I was just thinking that we all need a little bit of normalcy in this unique situation we're all in. So that is why I'm making these videos. And not only for my students, anybody in the community that wants to watch these, go for it. Now, I'm not a professional. There are so many talented artists on YouTube that have plenty of resources that are more in-depth than what I'm doing. I'm just doing some quick things that my students can follow along with and hear a voice that they hear on a regular basis. Now, I took a darker blue, and what am I adding? I'm adding a shadow. I'm thinking about this cake, casting a shadow onto the plate. All right, I think I'm good. Now I'm going to take the white and I'm going to add some highlight. And that's maybe where the light in the room is shining bright on the plate. The word I tell my kids a lot is blending. When you overlap pastels, they blend together really nicely. Also, I have my 2-year-old in the room with me, so if you hear anything wild, we're figuring it out. We are gonna figure out how to make these videos for everybody together. Okay, so what you think? Looking good, right? I didn't press hard enough right here. I'm gonna go back and press hard enough. You know you pressed hard when you can barely see the black. All right, that's my blended plate. Maybe you want to bring that shadow a little deeper. Black, navy blue. Depends on what kind of set of pastels you have. I don't know for sure, but I bet they have these at Walmart, and you can do curbside pickup to get these for your house without having to go inside of a store. All right, so love it. I made the shadow a little deeper with black. All right, so let's do the table, and then I'm going to move on to another drawing example so you can use your own creativity. Don't forget details like sprinkles, icing colors. I even added a window in the background. The more you practice, maybe you have a second cake. Why is this cake bigger than this cake? The second cake is in the background. It's further away from you. So that's why that one's smaller. So challenging yourself with those kind of things. All right, so blended table. Maybe you don't want to do a striped tablecloth like yesterday or polka dots. Maybe you want to practice your blending and overlapping skills. So let's do purple, purple, red, and pink. Where is my pink? Here it is. And then our trusty white, because white is your friend. All right, so I'm going to start. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but I'm going to do darker in the background because it's further away. Pressing hard, I'm holding my paper. So I have purple, and then I'm going to overlap with red. Stop, take the pink, overlap with pink. That go all the way to, almost all the way to the bottom, and then wait. I got a little blue in there from the plate, but that is okay. Let's say your color is looking a little dark, like purples and blues tend to do on black paper. So easy, you just go back, add some white maybe. You can even add some pink on top. And it's gonna brighten all those colors up. Okay, so that's a nice blended little table. Okay, so I'm gonna move on. Have fun with that. I'm gonna move on to the layered cake. It is so simple if you just follow along. Okay, So this is the piece of black paper that I have. Whereas your paper's vertical, it's chawl. The other example we did was horizontal side to side. All right, so now I'm going to take my white, to peel it a little bit. I'm gonna start at the very top, okay? Top, scoot down a little bit. That's where you want your smallest cake to be. I'm slanting my paper a little bit because it's easier for me to draw that way. So that's the smallest oval. Down, down. Curve to connect. I'm gonna start another oval halfway down the length, the height of this line. Oval, around, stop when you run into the cake. Line down, down. Curve to connect. Another oval, going halfway down this line. Oval around, stop when you run into the cake. Line down, down. Curve to connect. Oh no, my line's wobbly. That's totally fine. Like I said, pastels are easy to cover up, so I fixed it. Okay, I'm not sure if I have enough room for another layer, so I'm going to draw my plate. It's gonna go off the page because that's how my cake ended up being, more slanted, and that is totally fine. All right, let's say you want to add some icing. I'm just gonna do some scalloped shapes for me to color in. Different color later. Beautiful. Background. How easy was that? So quick, okay? Now how do you turn that into this, okay? I've got pinks, reds, whites, okay? I started with more pinks at the top of the cake and used more red as I went down. I colored in the icing white and went back and really pressed hard. After I put the first coat of white down, I really went back and pressed hard to make that white pop. I went for a more realistic table here, okay? I have a wooden table and maybe a white wall background, okay? So I'm gonna show you a little bit of blending on a one cake layer and how to do the table, then I'm gonna set you free. Red, pink, white. Let's do this middle one. Medium amount of pink. Color on top of the white lines. You want to cover them up. Remember, you can be doing this with crayon and white paper with me. So that's a good amount of pink. I'm ready for the red. Overlap with the red. Now, maybe I'm looking at it, I'm thinking there's just too much red on this. Easy fix, just don't color it all in with red. Take the pink, color on top of the pink, color on top of the red. And let it go, blend in. How nice is that? I'm gonna do the same with red at the bottom. I'm gonna blend it in with the pink and cover up that white, don't forget. A little bit of red underneath. A little bit of red underneath the icing. Yes, I'm right here. Tell me what you need. All right. How easy is that? Looking good, huh? All right, let's do a little white in my icing. That's looking a little bit messy, and that is okay. I'm gonna go back with a little bit of pink and blend it in a little bit. I'm gonna take my white and I'm gonna really, really press hard to get those scallops going. Beautiful, right? So then I just continue that all the way down with more red up down here and more pink up here to show value. All right, the table is so easy. You can start with white, you can start with brown, it's whatever you want to do. I'm gonna do diagonal lines. Okay, I'm gonna start with this corner, I'm gonna do diagonal here, and I'm going to move my hand across, pretending like I'm drawing, but I'm not, to continue the line. Diagonal, pretend like I'm drawing across, boom. Diagonal, great. That was easy. Got it. Or maybe for less of a challenge, maybe you just want to do wooden pieces of wood going vertical, just up and down, or horizontal, straight across. All right, to get the wood effect, I'm just going to add white little lines everywhere. Take black, do the same thing. Brown, I'm just going to color right on top. I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm just going to show you what I'm talking about with a small section. Also, I have a dog in here drinking water. Sorry about the sound effects. Real life, people. I am not a professional video maker. Okay. So some of those lines got covered up, and that is what we want. We want a variety of value. So I'm gonna go back, take my white. Okay, got some more black. Really show those corner lines in between the different pieces of wood. Okay, maybe you want to do more shadows in the back because it's farther away, or just lightly color some black. All right, what'd you think? Pretty easy, huh? Background's up to you. Okay, now for the finale. Okay, let's take all of our knowledge and combine it into one piece of art. Okay, so this is what I have, and this is what I'm going to quickly show you. So if you're still coloring, working on your other pieces of work, just press pause. Hey, you're gonna press pause and then come back to this if you want to do the grand finale combination of all these sweet treats. All right, I'm gonna take a white. I'm gonna start with my bigger cake, and I'm gonna do the bigger cake over here. Now, if you would like to do your paper vertical and do your own thing with combining and put everything in its own spot, do that. I'm gonna do it horizontal, so I think I'll have more room. Okay, I'm gonna start at the top. Oval, line down, down. Cake's a little bit lopsided, that is okay. Curve, oval, stop, line down, curve. Now, if I'm going too fast, which I probably am, just hit pause. I'm going fast for the sake of the video not being extremely long. Oval, line down, curve. Now my cake is going off the page. Is that okay? Absolutely. I think it's more interesting. All right. That was a little bit crazy looking. Line down, curve. Okay. I'm gonna do a plate that goes off the page. What about a slice cut out of this cake? Absolutely. We're gonna do it a little bit different than we did yesterday. We're gonna do a sideways, we're gonna do a slanted letter V right here, okay? You see how it's slanted? Down, down. Then I'm gonna make a diagonal right here. That is the same angle as this guy right here. Now, when you're coloring inside your cake, you're gonna cover this up, and you're gonna cover this line up, and they will go away when you color, and so it looks like you have the slice cut out of it. Now, maybe this slice is gonna go right here, okay? So, I'm gonna draw my slice. I'm gonna draw it the opposite way we did from earlier. I'm gonna draw, instead of the V going this way, I'm gonna draw the V point going this way. So I'm just gonna scoot over from my cake, draw a little dot to help me. V, like that. Curve. This slice from there. Down. Down, this one's gonna go further. Down, this one's gonna go shorter than this guy. Connect with this curve. Boom. This is a little messed up. I'll cover that up later. My icing is here. My icing is here. Can you tell? How great is that? This guy's a little wider than this face, but that is totally fine because it still looks amazing. I'm gonna do my plate around the side and move on to another dessert. Now I'm gonna do just a regular cake like the one we did yesterday. I'm gonna do it in, this is the foreground in the front, do the middle ground. Oval, line down, curve, you know what to do. Cake, plate, done. So quick, pause it if I went too fast. All right, last step. What if you want one more cake back here? I'm gonna do it smaller than the rest because it's further away. I'm gonna do a two-layer cake. Little oval, line down, curve. Bigger oval, line down, curve. Plate around it, oval, stop. Last thing I'm gonna do is the table. What'd you think? Pretty great, right? What else could you add? Maybe forks, maybe spoons, maybe napkins, maybe confetti, maybe a tablecloth, maybe candles. My niece Audrey, she added a number 7 candle to the top of her cake yesterday. Thought that was really creative. Maybe you're doing flowers as icing around the edges. The possibilities are truly endless. You guys are all awesome. Make the best of your time at home. And I will be back with some more fun things soon. Have a great day.